Did you know 5 primal animal movements can drastically change how your body looks and feels? So let's jump right in with our first movement, the bear crawl. Now, you've probably seen people in the gym crawling around on all fours and wondered, how is this even helpful? Well, this simple movement is one of the most effective ways to improve your core strength, shoulder stability, and overall coordination. It works your entire body in a way that almost no other exercise can match. Don't worry if you don't have access to a gym, you can easily do this right at your home, in a hallway, or even outside in your yard. If you do a lot of sitting throughout the day, you'll definitely want to learn the correct way to bear crawl. So here's how you do it. Get down on your hands and knees with your hands directly under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Now lift your knees just a few inches off the ground. Keep your back flat and your core tight. From this position, move forward by stepping your right hand and left foot forward at the same time. Then your left hand and right foot. Keep your hips low and your movements controlled. Try to crawl for about 20 to 30 feet to start, and then gradually work yourself up to longer distances or multiple sets. Trust me, if you've never done it before, it is not as easy as it looks. Your shoulders will burn, your core will shake, and you'll be breathing hard within seconds. So you're going to want to start off with some shorter distances. The bear crawl builds incredible shoulder stability because your shoulders have to support your body weight while moving. It strengthens your core in a way that crunches and planks can't because you're stabilizing your spine while your limbs are moving. And it improves your coordination because you have to move opposite limbs together in a controlled pattern. This movement pattern actually mimics how humans naturally moved before we started sitting in chairs all day. All right, now that we've activated your core and strengthened your shoulders, it's time to shift the focus to the lower body with the duck walk. Now, this exercise is great for building leg strength, improving knee health, and developing hip mobility. These are some commonly overlooked areas of the body when people are putting together a workout routine. By targeting the often neglected quadriceps, glutes, and stabilizer muscles around your knees, it helps to protect your joints and supports healthy movement patterns, making everyday activities like walking upstairs or getting up from a low chair more effortless and pain-free. If physical activity feels like a challenge or you've experienced knee pain or stiffness, the duck walk is a must-have in your routine to make you feel younger and stronger. So let me show you how to do it. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. Squat down as low as you comfortably can, keeping your chest up and your weight in your heels. Now, while staying in that low squat position, start walking forward. Take small steps and try to keep your hips at the same height throughout the movement. Don't stand up between steps. That's cheating and defeats the purpose. Walk forward for 15 to 20 feet, or if you don't have that much space, walk 10 feet forward and then 10 feet backward. After just a couple sets of this exercise, you're going to feel your legs really light up. Your quads will be burning, your glutes will be working over time, and your calves will be screaming. But if this exercise is too hard at first, you can start with a higher squat position, not going down as deep. As you get stronger and more mobile, you'll be able to go lower. The duck walk is incredible for knee health because it strengthens all the muscles around your knee joint. A lot of knee pain comes from weak stabilizer muscles, and this movement fixes that problem. It also builds the kind of leg endurance that makes everyday activities feel easy. After a few weeks of duck walks, climbing stairs will feel like nothing. I'm pretty sure you're going to be looking forward to the 5th exercise because it's one that builds the kind of mental and physical toughness that carries over to everything else in life. But more on that coming up. Right now, we're at the crab walk. This is simple but incredibly effective. At first glance, it may look like just walking backward on all fours, but this movement provides a full body workout that builds the muscles in your shoulders, strengthens your triceps, stabilizes your core, and enhances overall balance and coordination. It's also going to challenge your posterior chain as you hold your hips up while moving. Now, this exercise isn't just about building strength, it's also about functionality. It works muscles that barely get used in modern life, like your triceps and the back of your shoulders. The crab walk not only makes you stronger, but it also improves your shoulder health and reduces the risk of injuries by training your body to move in different planes of motion. So to perform this exercise, sit on the ground with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Place your hands behind you with your fingers pointing toward your body or slightly out to the sides, whichever feels more comfortable. Push through your hands and feet to lift your hips off the ground. Your body should form a tabletop position with your hips level with your knees. Begin walking backward by moving your right hand and left foot, then your left hand and right foot. Keep your hips lifted the entire time. Don't let them sag toward the ground. Aim to walk backward for 15 to 20 feet per set. As you grow stronger, you can increase either the distance or add more sets. The crab walk is especially good for people who do a lot of pushing movements like push-ups or bench press. It balances out those muscles by working the backside of your shoulders and your triceps in a different way. Plus, it's one of the few exercises that really hammers your triceps without any equipment. Now that we've focused on building strength and stability, let's shift gears and dive into a movement that develops explosive power and leg strength. The bunny hop is one of the most underrated and foundational movements for building athletic ability. It's a position that mimics how animals move in nature with quick, explosive bursts. This exercise not only builds strength in your legs, glutes, and calves, but it also improves the power output of your lower body. It's particularly helpful for tasks like jumping over obstacles, moving quickly when you need to, or even just maintaining balance and agility as you age. Look, if you've ever struggled to move quickly or felt like you've lost your athletic ability, this movement right here is essential for regaining that natural explosiveness. It's also going to transfer over to a lot of other exercises that you will want to perform and make them a lot easier to do. Now, I know it looks easy, but I suggest easing yourself into this. I wouldn't go for maximum height right at the beginning. You're going to want to stand with your feet together. Squat down slightly, loading your legs like springs. Now explosively jump forward, pushing through the balls of your feet and swinging your arms to generate momentum. Land softly on both feet at the same time with your knees slightly bent to absorb the impact. Aim to do 5 to 10 hops at first, focusing on good form and soft landings. Then gradually increase to 15 or 20 hops over time. If maintaining your balance is a challenge, start with smaller hops and work on landing stable before you try to jump farther or higher. Keep your chest upright throughout the entire exercise. Avoid leaning too far forward, as that will throw off your balance and put unnecessary strain on your lower back. The bunny hop builds explosive power that most people lose as they age. It strengthens your fast-twitch muscle fibers, which are responsible for quick, powerful movements. These fibers are the first to deteriorate if you don't use them, which is why so many people feel slow and sluggish as they get older. By training bunny hops, you're preserving that explosiveness and athletic ability. Now, before I show you the fifth and final animal movement, let me address something important. If you're dealing with chronic aches and pains, stiff joints, or you feel like your body just doesn't move the way it used to, you're not alone. Most people think they're stuck with these problems forever. But what if there was a simple step-by-step system that could help you move pain-free again? I created Reboot Your Body specifically for people struggling with these exact issues. It's a 30-day program designed to restore the movement and strength you've lost, so you can play with your kids or grandkids, get through your day without constant aching, and feel confident in your body again. Imagine waking up without that stiff back, bending down to pick things up without fear, and moving through life the way you're supposed to. The link is in the description below if you want to check it out. When most people work out, they often forget that isometric holds are a key aspect of overall functional fitness, and that's why I included the horse stance in this video. This exercise is a highly effective static hold that targets the legs, glutes, and core. It's a very simple yet very powerful way to improve your muscular endurance, build mental toughness, and increase lower body strength. Things that all lead to living a better life with less pain and more stability as we age. So if you feel like your legs get tired easily or frequently feel weakness in your lower body, this exercise is a must. Poor leg strength, lack of endurance, and weak stabilizer muscles often lead to balance problems and difficulty with everyday movements. The horse stance will help counteract these issues by building the foundational strength your lower body needs. Follow closely how to do it, and then we'll be getting into that structured workout routine that I mentioned earlier. You're going to stand with your feet wider than shoulder width apart, about twice as wide as your shoulders. Turn your toes out slightly. Now squat down until your thighs are roughly parallel to the ground, as if you're sitting in an invisible chair. Keep your back straight, your chest up, and your core tight. Hold this position for 30 to 60 seconds to start. Keep your weight evenly distributed between both feet. Don't let your knees cave inward. Push them out slightly so they track over your toes. You're going to want to avoid rushing to stand up. The longer you can hold this position with good form, the more benefit you'll get. If you want to challenge yourself, you can hold a weight at chest level or extend your arms straight out in front of you to make your core work harder. But master the basic position first before adding any extra difficulty. The horse stance is legendary in martial arts for building the kind of leg strength and mental toughness that separates average practitioners from great ones. It looks deceptively simple, but holding it for even 30 seconds will have your legs shaking and burning. That burn is your muscles building endurance and strength. This static hold teaches your body to stay stable under tension, which carries over to every other movement you do. All right, now's the time for me to show you how you can combine these exercises into a very quick and effective workout that you can do 3 times a week. Up first, you're going to do bear crawls for 3 sets of 20 to 30 feet. Over time, you can build this up to longer distances or faster speeds. Then you're going to do duck walks, 2 sets of 15 to 20 feet. Focus on keeping your chest up and your hips low. Then over to the crab walk, and you're going to walk backward for 15 to 20 feet for 3 rounds. After that, bunny hops, 2 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. Land softly and focus on explosive power. And finally, the horse stance, which you're going to hold for 30 to 60 seconds for 2 to 3 rounds. As you get stronger, work up to holding for 90 seconds or even 2 minutes. As always, be sure to rest for about a minute in between your sets. In total, this workout takes about 20 to 25 minutes and addresses strength, mobility, power, and endurance. This workout, consistently done 3 times per week, will yield noticeable results within just a few weeks. Let me talk about why these animal movements are so effective compared to traditional gym exercises. First, they're all compound movements that work multiple muscle groups at once. You're not isolating one muscle like you would on a machine. You're training your entire body to work together as a coordinated unit, which is how your body actually functions in real life. Second, they build functional strength. The strength you gain from bear crawls and crab walks transfers directly to real-world activities. You'll find it easier to get up from the ground, move furniture, play with kids, and handle physical tasks that used to be challenging. Third, they improve your movement quality. These exercises force you to move in ways your body was designed to move, but rarely does anymore. They restore natural movement patterns that sitting in chairs and staring at screens has taken away from you. Fourth, they're completely scalable. Whether you're a complete beginner or an advanced athlete, you can adjust these movements to match your current fitness level. Beginners can do shorter distances and hold positions for less time. Advanced people can add weight, increase speed, or extend the duration. Fifth, they require 0 equipment. You don't need a gym membership, dumbbells, or fancy machines. All you need is some open floor space and the willingness to move your body. The mental benefits are huge too. Holding the horse stance when your legs are screaming teaches you to push through discomfort. Coordinating your limbs during bear crawls improves your focus and concentration. Exploding through bunny hops builds confidence in your body's capabilities. Let me address some common mistakes people make with these movements. With bear crawls, the biggest mistake is letting your hips sag or pike up too high. Your back should stay flat the entire time. Another mistake is moving too fast and losing control. Slow, deliberate movements with perfect form are better than fast, sloppy movements. With duck walks, people often let their heels come off the ground or round their back forward. Keep your heels down and your chest up. Also, many people don't go low enough. The lower you can squat while maintaining good form, the more benefit you'll get. With crab walks, the most common error is letting the hips drop. Keep them up the entire time. Also, make sure your fingers are pointing in a comfortable direction. If pointing them toward your body hurts your wrists, turn them out to the sides. With bunny hops, landing with straight legs is dangerous. Always land with soft knees to absorb the impact. Also, don't try to jump as far as possible right away. Focus on controlled landings first, then gradually increase the distance. With the horse stance, letting your knees cave inward puts stress on your knee joints. Push your knees out so they track over your toes. Also, don't round your back. Keep your spine neutral and your chest up. Now let me give you a progression plan for these movements. Week 1 through 2, focus purely on learning the movement patterns. Don't worry about distance, speed, or time. Just get comfortable with how each movement feels. Week 3 through 4, start increasing the volume, add more sets or longer distances. Week 5 through 6, work on quality. Slow down your movements and focus on perfect form throughout every rep. Week 7 through 8, add challenges. Hold weights during the horse stance. Try to increase your bear crawl speed while maintaining form. Go lower on your duck walks. Jump farther on your bunny hops. Walk faster during crab walks. 3 times per week for 20 to 25 minutes is all it takes. That's less time than most people spend scrolling on their phone each day. But the return on that small time investment is massive. Better movement, less pain, more strength, improved balance, and the confidence that comes from knowing your body works the way it should. So share this video with a friend that you think would also find it to be helpful. And if you're ready to take your movement and health to the next level with a complete 30-day system, check out Reboot Your Body in the description below. It's time to move like you were meant to move.